Welcome to Full Court Press. Tonight's high school basketball coverage comes to you from Soap Lake, where the Eagles are set to do battle with the Moses Lake Christian Academy Lions. You're watching iFiber One Sports, and it starts now.
Broadcasting live from iFiber One Communications HD studio, this is iFiber One Sports.
Believe it. Come down to the last few seconds. He shoots. He scores. They take the lead and the win. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick, and my partner again tonight is Cody Johnson, and we're here at Soap Lake High School for the second of two ball games here between the Eagles and the Moses Lake Christian Academy Lions. And if this game is anything like the first game that just ended up a couple minutes ago with the Soap Lake pulling off a 51-50 upset with 1 second to go on the clock, we're in for a real treat.
We are. I just don't think it's going to be anything like the first game that we saw. Moses Lake Christian Academy coming in, they're really going through a rebuilding year. A lot of young players. In fact, Bob, you know, they pulled in 3 8th graders to help fill out this varsity roster.
Right, a kind of a tough year for Coach Wood. I know talking to him in the preseason, he was even doubtful that they would even be able to field a team because of the transfers, people moving out of the area, and again, like you said, to happen to fill out his roster with a lot of inexperienced 8th graders. I don't know if you can even call those underclassmen yet.
No, you know, and you know, it was close. I mean, they almost didn't have a team, but you know, you give a lot of credit to those young players. They've got one senior, just the one senior. You give a lot of credit to a young team like this. There's certain things that they're going to work on tonight, you know, cut down on the turnovers, try and get up some good shots. And in this case, I think the word really is do your best in the category of rebounding, because they are outmatched in height.
Definitely, and about the only experienced player that returns to the academy this year is Alec Nacarado, who you know, can't do it all by himself, but, you know, he's a great ball player, and a couple of weeks ago he was the WIAA Player of the Week for Moses Lake Christian Academy. So, you know, he's good from the three-point range. You know, he's kind of
deadly. He can be deadly from three-point range. Did well last year at the district basketball tournament in Ephrata, and, you know, it's just it's a very different team this year. And, you know, they don't have 12 players on the bench either right now. Not quite as bad as the situation we saw with Lady Lions, bringing in only 6 players and finishing with only 3 after the foul trouble. But, yeah, they've got their work cut out for them tonight.
Well, and the Eagles are off to one of their best starts in over a decade. They're 5-0 in league. They lead the standings. They're the top team in the Central Washington 1B South Conference, and 11-1 on the season, and just pretty much dominating everybody they've gone up against so far this year.
Yeah, you know, I'd say even, you know, the best team they've had in well over a decade, maybe, you know, gosh, I want to say 20, 25 years going back that far. They've got it all. They've got the height, they've got the quickness, they can get it done from the outside. And if they get tired of pitching it from three-point range, they just start feeding their big men inside, and they can certainly do some damage there.
Right, and a big part of the Soap Lake team this year is transfer Bo Nielsen, who came in from Ephrata. Is just making a world of difference on this team. Yeah,
you know, he did very well in Ephrata. Very tall, very athletic, good footwork, but the best thing I could say about that young man, he's got basketball smarts.
Right.
He's not the fastest player you'll see on the court, but he plays smart and doesn't get himself into too much trouble with fouls and turnovers.
Right, and Soap Lake as a team, they're averaging 55 points a game, and they do have an outstanding front court in Nick Capallo, Dima Kalachik, and Bo Nielsen, and a pretty good back court with Coach Winters, 2 boys on the team, Brandon and Ben. Excuse me, lost his name there for a second.
Yeah, and you'll see the younger Winters, Braden, he's just a freshman. He's likely going to start tonight to help provide some of that speed that Soap Lake likes to start off with. And then kind of as the game gets going, they might shift into a bigger lineup.
Well, Moses Lake Academy isn't any slouch by any means. I mean, they're still very competitive. They're 2-3 in the league standings and in 3rd place, 3-8 overall. And they're still in the thick of things. If they can put together a couple of wins, they're still
That's the thing.
in contention.
And you're absolutely right about that. A couple wins, and you can see this team into the playoffs.
Right. Right, and each game out now, they're playing a little bit better. So we'll see what they got here tonight. We're just ready for the tip-off here, and we'll get this game going momentarily. And here's the jump. And Soap Lake comes away with the ball, and they'll have first possession of the contest.
First three-point shot not going to go, but Soap Lake with a offensive board, and finally Christian Academy comes up with it. And they're going to take the first bucket of the game.
Yes, sir. That bucket is by Spencer McNamara. 2-0, Moses Lake Christian Academy. Bo Nielsen tries to answer back, but his shot rims out, and that's a rebound there by Braden Winters. Nielsen turnaround 8-footer, no good. Ben Winters with the rebound. Kicks it out to Dustin Foster. And we've got a whistle on the play. And turnover, Soap Lake. Nakarada with the ball for the Lions. Gets it up over the timeline. Another pass down low by McNamara, but his shot.
Bo Nielsen
got a piece of it there.
Yeah, I think he got the whole thing there.
Nakarada with
Boy,
the inbound.
he does take up some space in there, doesn't he?
He's big. And that's going to be a foul against Nielsen. And it looks like Coach Wood's strategy early is to get the ball down low and challenge Nielsen in the paint there, try to draw some early fouls, and working so far. McNamara on the line there for 2 shots. They got his number as 15. I've got it as 14, but that's who that is. Spencer McNamara. Makes the first free throw. 3-0 Lions. Second one no good. Nielsen with the rebound. Nice outlet pass to Ben Winters. To Nick Capallo. Lays it off the glass and in. Good looking break there.
Yeah, that's the fast pace that Soap Lake likes to start off with. Apply pressure early.
3-2 Moses Lake Christian Academy. And there's a bucket by Noah Roberts. 5-2 Lions. Minute and a half into this ball game. There's a nice roller there by Braden Winters.
Coach Winters looks like he wants a timeout here.
So it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean to the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
We're back, and you're watching I-Fiber One Sports coverage of the Soap Lake Moses Lake Christian Academy boys basketball game here at Soap Lake. It's a second of 2 games tonight. The Lady Eagles pulled off an upset 51-50 win over Moses Lake Christian earlier, and we've got a tight one here so far, 5-4 Lions early in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Bo Nielsen just picked up a foul there, and he's going to sit down. I think that's 2 fouls.
Yep, 2 quick ones.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was part of the strategy for Moses Lake Christian Academy, but it's working. You put one of the tall men for Soap Lake on the bench in just the first 2 minutes.
Shot there by Roberts off the rim. Braden Winters with the rebound.
Now the thing about with Bo Nielsen on the bench, they're able to bring in Kalachik, who is another big man. Offensive call there. You know, and it's with these small schools, the 1B classification, it's rare that you see one, tall player, on a team like this. It's, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". And here Soap Lake has 2.
That's a pull-up running jump shot there by Ben Winters for 2, and gives Soap Lake their first lead, 6-5. Yeah, that's going to be over and back on Moses Lake Christian Academy.
I was saying, they've got 2, big men who you would consider like a center type player, but they've got some height in the post positions. Even their guards are a little bit taller than what you normally see for these small schools.
That 3-point shot is well off the mark by Ben Winters. Kapala runs down the board though.
Winters with a 3-point bucket.
Yeah, brother Braden with 3. 9-5, Soap Lake. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Winters boys can put it up from 3-point range. Last year, their sister Allie played for Big Bend, and boy, she was deadly.
She was
from 3-point range.
Real good ball player. Nakarada comes away with the rebound there from Moses Lake Christian Academy.
Boy, nice job. Give a lot of credit to Moses Lake Christian Academy for breaking that press.
Nakarada with a 3-point attempt, no good. McNamara keeps the ball in play for the Lions. Good effort there. 9-5, Soap Lake. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Noah Roberts, 3-point shot is in and out. Ball's going to go off of McNamara and out of bounds, so that'll be a turnover and Soap Lake's ball. Nielsen looks like he's coming back in the game, and Kalachuk sitting down. Actually got Joe Cutchell in for the first time too, as Dustin Foster takes a seat. These guys should be, Eagles should be in pretty good shape playing 8-man football, most of these guys out there.
Oh, yeah.
On the court, so.
Yeah, it. Just some years you just happen to get some, like in basketball, some height here. When you're pulling, students, it takes, nearly all the boys to field a football team.
And that's a steal and a dunk by Nick Capallo. Strong move to the hoop there. It's his second bucket in a row, 13-5, Soap Lake. Near turnover, now we've got a jump ball.
Ben Winters jumped right in there.
Good hustle. That's going to favor the possession arrow, that is. I'll get that out. It's favoring Moses Lake Christian Academy here, so the Lions will put the ball in play. Going to try to get Coach Covey up here during halftime and talk to him about the win earlier tonight.
He's probably talking with the President of the United States right now.
As a kick ball by
I have a feeling that the ladies' game earlier is going to get a lot of replay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was an exciting ball game.
Boy, Soap Lake leaving the Lions with some nice-looking shots.
Well, and they're mixing it up pretty good down low, too.
Yeah.
(13-5) Soap Lake. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
You know, we talked about how young the Christian Academy is, and they've got 3 8th graders that they've had come up and play for the varsity team. But the other thing to know about this is, beyond that, the Lions have 3 players who have never played basketball before.
Right.
And so, I mean, you talk about, being young, but also, wow, Bo Nielsen with a nice block there.
Yeah, it looked like McNamara had a free lane there to score a bucket, but good defensive effort by Nielsen. And now a strong move to the hoop by Capallo, and he's fouled and go to the line for 2 shots.
Yes, well, like I was saying, not only are they young, but they're inexperienced. And, boy, you got to give them a lot of credit tonight. They are down 13-5, but they're battling.
Right, and knowing Coach Wood, they'll do that till the end no matter what the score is. There won't be any quit in the Lions. Capallo misses the first free throw. Looks like, numbers are different for the traveling Lions tonight. To get it sorted out, but I think that's pretty much some of these numbers changing on the uniform.
I'm noticing that. Have to adjust my card here.
14-5 Soap Lake. Nice trap defense there by the Eagles. Nice strong move to the lane there by Noah Roberts. Just can't get the ball to fall. And that's a 2-point bucket there by Jeffrey Holm. 14-7 Soap Lake. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Capallo with another bucket there from about 14 feet. Nothing but net. Good pressure there on the inbounds pass there by, I believe that's Dustin Foster. No, that's Joe Cutshell. Okay, number 11. Almost forced a turnover there. At half-court trap there by Soap Lake. Capallo comes over the top to get the ball. He might be whistled.
Yeah, he was
some
just
contact there.
Just a little bit late when he made his move for that ball. If he would have stepped in just a half a second sooner, he would have had himself a steal there.
16-7 Soap Lake. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. Roberts over to Nacarado. Back over to Holm. Nice pass down low there to Miners. And now Nacarado going to reset the offense with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. That'll be a 3-point shot attempt by Noah Roberts off the rim, no good.
Some good shot selection by the Lions.
Will Miners got that rebound, kicked it out to Alec Nacarado, who got fired off a 3-pointer. Missed the shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 3 shots.
All right, now we've got one of our 8th graders set to take the floor for Moses Lake Christian Academy.
Sammy Rober.
Yep.
Number 13. We've got him as 12 on the roster, but he's number 13, I believe, the traveling jersey. Nacarado misses the first free throw. Misses the second one. 16-7. Soap Lake. Misses all three. That's pretty uncharacteristic of Mr. Nakarada out there. He's usually pretty good
he's
from the free throw line.
Yeah, normally you'd see him probably make all three of those.
16-7, Soap Lake. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's a long distance three-point shot attempt.
And rebound by one of the younger 8th grade players from Moses Lake Christian Academy. Sam Rober.
Nakarado, nice no-look pass down low to McNamara, who lays it off the glass. I don't know how he got that shot over the top of Nielsen there.
I don't know.
And a three-point shot there at the buzzer.
We've seen stranger things.
Oh, my goodness. Three-point shot there at the buzzer by Dustin Foster, no good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action with Soap Lake up 16-9. We're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
Love Quiznos Floasted subs.
You mean toasted?
No, I mean Floasted. They toast it to bring out the sub's awesome flavor. So, flavor, toasted, Floasted. It's my genius new catchphrase.
Yeah. This is so Floasted. Exactly.
Get Floasted with Quiznos' new bourbon steak sub. Black Angus steak and smooth bourbon sauce. Quiznos, toasty.
Doc, your run clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Soap Lake Moses Lake Christian Academy boys basketball game. It's the second of two games tonight. The Lady Eagles pulled off a 51-50 upset win over the Lady Lions earlier. And we've got makings of a good ball game here right now with Soap Lake up 16-9. Make that 18-9 now on that shot.
Nice jump shot there by the big man, Bo Nielsen.
There's a
wide
pass down
open
court from Nakarada to McNamara, who lays that off the glass and gets the the Lions within 7, 18-11.
Soap Lake looks like they're not quite at 100%.
Yeah,
seem to be a little bit sluggish on the court tonight.
And we got another jump ball there, and the arrow will favor Soap Lake, Moses Lake Christian Academy. And we've got a break in the action here and a timeout. Going to be a full timeout, Soap Lake. So we're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Pretty good ball game shaping up here with the inexperienced Moses Lake Christian Academy team hanging tough with Soap Lake right now.
You know, they are, and we've kind of painted a picture here as, the Christian Academy being the underdog, which is the case, but, you have to realize that, when they played Pateras, arguably one of the better teams in this this league, the Christian Academy was leading by 3 points in the third quarter. So they have their moments, and it's easy, I think, for some teams to overlook them.
Definitely. Nielsen with the pull-up jumper there from about 18, no good. Ball bouncing everywhere, and he's able to track it down. Going to get a whistle and a travel call going against him, though. Doesn't necessarily agree with that call. Roberts inbounds the ball there to Will Miners. Half-court trap there by Soap Lake. Roberts with the pull-up three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound, Dustin Foster. Paulo out to Braden Winters, three-point shot off the mark. Foster with the rebound. Shot by Ben Winters is no good.
Some cold shooting so far for Soap Lake, and for the life of me, I don't know why they're not trying to get that ball down low. They have such an advantage, height advantage. I just don't know why they're chucking it in from outside that three-point line.
Yeah, they're definitely letting the Lions hang around by doing that.
Yeah, and we've seen what happens when you let teams hang around.
Right, they get upset. Yep. Get a kick ball there against Soap Lake, so the shot clock gets reset. Eagles up 18-11, 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the first half of play. McNamara loses the ball. Should have been called for yep, and that's a travel as he rolled over on the floor. Turnover, Lions.
Low-scoring game so far.
It has been surprising.
It's deja vu. I don't know. We had a low-scoring game to begin with for the ladies, and we saw how that one turned out. Soap Lake pulling that upset, winning 51-50.
Another shot off the mark by Soap Lake. So you're right. They are ice cold right now. I mean, they're hitting the rim, but it's either short or long.
And it looks like we have another timeout, Moses Lake Christian Academy.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to take a short break and be right back.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4 or all-wheel drive. So when you need to drive in challenging conditions, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the new 2014 Tundra. Choose from excellent cash back savings, a low payment lease, or special financing as low as 2.9%. Tundra, ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4 and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
5 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first half of play. Soap Lake up by 7. We've been stuck on 18-11 here for a couple minutes now, Cody.
Yeah, I think Soap Lake is kind of underestimated Moses Lake Christian Academy here a little bit. There's a three-point bucket, but, why they're not getting that ball inside, I don't know. Even some of their big men are taking some long 18-foot jump shots when they should be inside that key.
That last tray was by Braden Winters, put Soap Lake up 21-11. But yeah, it's something that I'm sure that Coach Wood is going to have to make an adjustment to here. Well, actually not Coach Wood, I'm sorry, Coach Winters.
Yeah. It's what we call a clipboard adjustment at halftime.
Definitely.
When you get the coach's clipboard smacked on top of your head. That's what we call a clipboard adjustment.
Coming from a coach there, sounds like that might have happened a couple of times.
Yes. Another three.
And that one's good again by Braden Winters. 24-11, so I guess they're content with trying to jack up the score, by 3-pointers. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Soap Lake up 24-11. And there's
looks like they're playing maybe a box and one or kind of defense.
Noah Roberts with the ball, looking for a cutter down low and doesn't get any movement. Now we got a 5-second violation there. You got to get rid of that ball. You can't hold on to it.
We got to give credit. Moses Lake Christian Academy hanging around, still battling.
4 minutes to go in the first half. 24-11, Soap Lake.
The Eagles not really moving the ball around too much.
Here to get the ball down in the paint to Kapala, but he misses the 8-foot turnaround jumper. And Nakarada bringing the ball up court for Moses Lake Christian Academy.
Boy, nice screen by the 8th grader there from Moses Lake Christian Academy, and it opens up a shot.
Roberts nails it from about 16 feet, 24-13, Soap Lake. Another three-point shot attempt. This one's off the rim.
Now, I have seen Nielsen, I was just going to say, take shots from outside that three-point range, and he just did there. And, you know, to his credit, I have seen him sink those from three-point range, but still, as a coach, you got to be thinking, you know, how come we don't have our big guy inside?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure what the strategy is there. Got a block call there against Soap Lake, and that's going to go against Joe Cutshall, his second foul, 4th team foul.
Dima Kalichik has checked in for Soap Lake, so, you know, the Eagles definitely going big now.
Actually, I'm wrong on that. It was his 7th team foul. Moses Lake Christian Academy has 4 team fouls. So the Lions are on the line for 1-1, and that first shot by Rober is good. 24-14 Eagles.
He'll hit them both.
Makes the second one.
Ice water running through that young man's veins.
Good to see him out there mixing it up with the taller guys. 24-15. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Soap Lake leading.
Still not a lot of movement by the Eagles.
And that's not quite three-point range, but pretty close. Another shot by Braden Winters falls in. 26-15 Soap Lake. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the first half. Nice dish off there from McNamara to a streaking Rob Miners, who lays the ball off the glass.
Yeah, Soap Lake better be careful.
26-17 Eagles. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Double team on Nielsen there. A three-point shot attempt by Cutshall is off the mark. Nakarada coming away with the board. Nice pass up court. McNamara trying to draw the foul. He would have been better served to go straight up and get the bucket.
Oh, he just had part of a shoelace, I think, on that out of bounds line. He's just trying to teeter and keep off of it, but Soap Lake's going to take over.
Well, you really know that Bo Nielsen's a force out there when you got an easy bucket and you know you can't make it because you're trying to avoid getting hacked, which you think you're going to get hacked, but
yeah,
McNamara had a free shot there, just couldn't put the bucket in the hoop. Cutshall on the wing, drives and pulls up for a 12-footer, no good. McNamara with the rebound for Moses Lake Christian Academy. And Alec Nakarado now trying to set the Lion offense up. A minute 20.
Boy, watch out the next few years. That little number 13, Rober, he's going to be a good little basketball player.
And looked like Nakarada was trying to maybe pass off and got the ball deflected there by Capallo. He's kind of forced out of bounds. They're going to call a push now on McNamara.
Some good ball handling skills by that young player for Moses Lake Christian Academy.
26-17 Soap Lake, a minute 3 to go in the first half. And Moses Lake Christian hanging around, only down by 9. Kapala with the three-pointer. No
Again,
good.
they're shooting from the outside. They had some people posting up inside. They could have fed that ball inside, but they're going to try and get it done from that three-point range, and it's not really worked the way they think, the way they hoped it would.
That foul is going against Alex Nakarada. No, now they change it to Will Miners, his first. Puts Nielsen on the line for two, makes the first one. Second one good as well. A couple of good-looking free throws. Good rotation on the ball there. 28-17, Soap Lake. 48 seconds to go in the first half.
Jerry Holm is checked in for the Christian Academy.
There's a steal by Capallo. And a two-handed slam. That boy has hops. He can get up. 30-17, Soap Lake. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Holm with the three-point shot attempt. No good. Nielsen with the rebound for Soap Lake.
Nielsen taking over point guard duties there for a little bit.
It's like he can do it all there. Capallo with a three-pointer. At the buzzer, no good. That's going to do it for the first half of play. Soap Lake up with a comfortable 30-17 lead.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable head coach Rick Winters is going to be with that, but they are leading.
I'm sure he's got a few things to talk over with his team and try to maybe take advantage of their height in the second half. So we've got a break in the action, and we're going to step away for a word from our sponsor and be back after this.
Hey, how do you TDM?
Fish taco.
Chicken burrito. No. Chicken taco. I mean,
I want fire on my burrito. I want jalapenos. I want habanero sauce. I want it hot, hot, hot.
rice, beans, lettuce, tomato, and that is it.
I like nachos. I like nachos.
2 pork tacos with creamy chipotle sauce, and make it a combo.
Love fish tacos.
Gotta be fresh, gotta be fast, gotta be to go, gotta get out of here.
Stop by today and TDM with our new creamy chipotle sauce.
6 years ago, my dad began having issues with headaches, sore throats, and constant fatigue. He tried treating the problem with over-the-counter medications and lots of caffeine. Finally, he talked to his doctor who confirmed our suspicions. Dad had sleep apnea. He didn't like the idea of using a CPAP, but after trying it one night, he was convinced. We found everything he needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Let's go back to where better ingredients, better pizza first began.
Road trip. Wow, 1984.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate 30 years of Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for just 30 cents when you buy any large pizza at regular menu price.
30-cent pizza. Now that's pretty cool.
This is what's cool.
No, that's just wrong. Stick to better ingredients.
Better pizza?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Please.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4- or all-wheel drive. So when roads are a challenge, we have your answer with great limited-time savings, including the best-selling RAV4. Right now with APR financing as low as 0%. Or go for the larger Highlander with $1,000 cash back or the same 0% APR. Both ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4- and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota. Let's go places.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners, some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
We're back, and you're watching I-Fiber One Sports coverage of the Soap Lake Moses Lake Christian Academy boys basketball game. We're at halftime right now with the Eagles up 30-17. My halftime guest here is Coach Nathan Covey, the Lady Eagles basketball coach. We're talking with him about the big upset win they pulled off tonight here over Moses Lake Christian Academy, winning 51-50 in the waning seconds of the ballgame. Heck of a win tonight for you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was. I'm proud of my girls. They worked hard, and we knew what we had to do tonight to stay in the game. And some things fell our way late in the game, and we turned out on top, and it was great. So.
Well, you guys, kind of got off to a little bit of a rough start to start the ball game, but then closed the ranks, and we're down, I think, about 7 at the half. And so being a close ball game and knowing you're up against a tough opponent, even though they were shorthanded tonight, I mean, what did you say to the girls to try to get them refocused for the second half of play?
Well, I let them know, turnovers killed us that first half, and, I think we would have been in a lot better shape in that first half if we wouldn't have turned the ball over so much. And so I went in there, I told them we got to limit our turnovers the second half, but the question was, who's hungry, who wants to win tonight? And I let them realize that we have never been this close at halftime to MLCA, and so we're right there, and if we want it, we have to take it. It's not be given to us. And they went out and took it, and they were hungry tonight. So
what it looked like pretty good coaching on your part tonight here too, to take advantage of the smaller roster there numbers wise for Moses Lake Christian Academy, and going into the game that you pretty much had to clamp down on either Anna Yarborough or Danny Sandberg, and you did a pretty good job on both of them, and then got Yarborough in foul trouble and kept going at her and got her out of the ballgame.
Yeah, that was huge. Yesterday at practice, we talked about we have to stop either Anna Yarborough or Danny Sandberg, one of the two. And Yarborough had 20 tonight. She's a good ball player. Sandberg's a great ball player, but she had 8. And that's what we had to do. And they locked her down, and they did a good job. So it was good.
Well, whatever you told the gals coming into the game, they bought into it. They must have ate the right food tonight.
That's
just
right.
everything
That's
was
right.
clicking for you guys, and
everything was right.
and the win puts you guys right back in the thick of things.
Yes.
What's your record now in the league standings?
We are now 3-1 in league standings. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah. So we're doing. We split with MLCA earlier this season, so it's good.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And who do you have coming up next?
We have White Swan on Friday at home and Pateras on Saturday at home. So.
All right. Good luck to you. I hope you keep it rolling, and thanks for talking with us. Great win tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we've got about 4 minutes to go before we get the second half of the boys' game underway. So we're going to step away and hear a couple words from our sponsors and be back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae, or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fanonomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean at the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
Love Quiznos Floasted subs.
You mean toasted?
No, I mean floasted. They toast it to bring out the sub's awesome flavor. So, flavor, toasted, floasted. It's my genius new catchphrase.
Yeah. This is so floasted. Exactly.
Get floasted with Quiznos new bourbon steak sub, Black Angus steak and smooth bourbon sauce. Quiznos, toasty.
Doc, your run clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
We've got about a minute to go in the halftime break here. Soap Lake up 30-17. Cody, what does Moses Lake Christian have to do to maybe try to make a ball game out of this in the second half?
Well, I don't think they have to do much else than what they're already doing. I mean, offensively, you would think that they would be a little bit less aggressive or maybe less confident, but hey, they are moving the ball around and they're taking some good shots. Defensively, I don't think you need to do anything because Soap Lake is pitching it in from the cheap seats, and they're not shooting real well from outside. They're not taking advantage of the height they've got and getting that ball inside. You know, I would be a little bit nervous if I'm a Soap Lake fan at this point. I mean, that's a 13-point lead, but you're letting this other team that you should probably beat kind of hang around.
Well, and you're right. You know, it could have been a larger spread here at the half if Soap Lake would have just worked the ball down low a few times instead of taking some of those long shots that were off the mark. And so I'm sure Coach Wood was definitely happy about that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. You know, Soap Lake has really kind of played into the strength of the Christian Academy, which they don't have a lot of strengths, but and there's an inside shot right there. So, yeah, obviously Coach Winters has made some adjustments.
32-17, Soap Lake with the first bucket of the second half. Just 30 seconds into the third quarter here.
Well, you know, and the important thing about this is if you've got this kind of height, you need to get used to dishing that ball inside, because when you start to hit district and the state tournaments, you're going to be matched up with teams that do have height, and you got to get it inside.
That shot there by Noah Roberts was swatted back by Bo Nielsen and out of bounds.
Well, I do like this Christian Academy team, though. I mean, obviously the underdog, but they have come out and they're battling.
You knew they would. They just are a little unmanned and not quite as experienced as Soap Lake, but they're hanging tough.
Yeah, they are. And I really got a kick out of, you know, they don't have a full roster tonight, but you know, some of the 8th graders got into the game and productive. Rober.
Right, Sammy.
Yeah, he came in, hit a couple free throws, drew a
foul down here.
Yeah, drew a couple fouls. You know, so he wasn't just taking up space. I mean, he was out there.
A couple of miscues to start the second half here now by Moses Lake Christian Academy has allowed Soap Lake to open up a 34-17 lead. But that shot by Nielsen was off the mark, and
another 3-point attempt by Nielsen. And like I said, you know, I've seen him hit 3-pointers, but you know, they need to get that big boy inside.
There's a big bucket there by Alec Nakarado from 3-point range to get the Lions back in it somewhat, trailing 34-20. Nielsen, though, answers back with a layup.
And Rick Winter is going to take a timeout here, I think, to probably remind him to, hey, if you're over 6'5", I want to see you in the key.
Exactly.
Just a general rule.
Exactly. We've got a 30-second timeout, but I think we're going to just keep it here, as the teams have had a tendency tonight to come out of their breaks a little faster than anticipated. But even though they just come out of halftime and probably went over a few things, Coach Winters wants to reiterate a couple of things to them.
I love the Soap Lake team too. A lot of good kids out here. Coach Winters, he's also the principal here at Soap Lake. And if you ever thought of the right guy for the job, it's Rick Winters. Speaking, as a principal and a coach, really loves the kids, and you're going to see a lot of good sportsmanship with this team. It teaches them everything that they need to know, even the stuff that falls outside of the scope of basketball.
Yeah, he's a real class act, really, and I got to spend some good time with them over in Spokane at the arena last year when they were in the state tournament, and but they weren't happy with getting bounced out earlier than they thought. So this year's squad looks a lot stronger, so might make a deeper run.
Yeah. Well, I don't think many people expected them to get to the state tournament. So I mean, that was a big deal. They hadn't been to the state tournament in I don't know how long. Wow, Christian Academy doing a terrific job again, working that ball around, looking for the best shot, and it's paid off the last two trips down the court.
Yeah, Nakarada with the assist on that nice pass down low to McNamara.
Ooh, nice
and
inside pass to
there we
Nielsen.
go. That's nice
what you want to see, because even if Nielsen doesn't hit those shots, chances are, a big guy like that's going to draw some fouls.
Most likely, indeed. 40-24 now, Soap Lake up to their biggest lead. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And that's going to be Soap Lake's ball as it goes off of Holmes as he's trying to run it down before it hits out of bounds. 40-24, Soap Lake. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow night either. You and I going to Big Bend.
That'll be great. That'll be some good action there.
Yeah, it's always exciting watching both the men and the women out there.
I can't believe Coach Poth is in his 27th year now out there at Big Bend. That guy has done a heck of a job with that program. I talked to him, had a kind of a coach's corner show that I put together with him preseason, him and Preston Wilkes, the Lady Vikings coach. And, he's got almost 600 wins and just over 300 losses. So pretty good, just under, I think 287 losses. So done a heck of a job. He's had all kinds of opportunities to go to 1A schools, didn't want to, loves the community, loves where he lives, loves the people, and really enjoys Big Bend.
And for a lot of coaches in the NWAC, I think they were all very disappointed that he didn't move on to coach Division I.
No doubt.
Any team in the NWAC, when they go up against Big Bend, they make sure their seatbelts are buckled.
And they've got a couple of really exciting ball players on the running Vikes. Brendan Westendorf leading the league in scoring. He's putting up 31 points a game, and
he's just a phenomenal talent, not just with his scoring, but the way he manages the game. He creates a lot of opportunities for his teammates, and you'll find him with half dozen assists in a game too.
42-26, Soap Lake up with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter, and pretty much in control right now this game. McNamara drives to the hoop. And we've got the refs maybe disagreeing here, but got one ref calling a shooting foul.
Yeah. And it was. The Christian Academy coach was thinking they were just going to call the ball out of bounds there for a second. I think he was ready to have a sidebar with the official.
That puts McNamara on the line here for two shots for Moses Lake Christian Academy. Misses the first one. Second one is no good as well. Nielsen comes down with a rebound. Capallo up court. Gets the roll.
Nice looking shot, the way he used his body to kind of shield the defender and get that ball away, and still drew the foul.
Bucket is going to count here, and Capallo will be on the line for one shot, trying to make it a three-point play. Quite an athlete out there.
Yeah, he is. You know, he's kind of a thin, tall kid, but uses his body well inside.
Makes the free throw. Soap Lake up now, 45-26. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Soap Lake trying to slow it down a little bit here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job being patient, looking for a good shot.
Double team in the corner there on Nacarado, and now we've got a reach-in foul against Joe Cuttrell there for Soap Lake. Geez, only the third foul of the third quarter here with just under 3 minutes to go.
Been pretty clean so far.
Nacarado going to have to move out. That 5-second call, I guess. Roberts had trouble handling the pass. That's a turnover. Moses Lake Christian Academy, the alley-oop to Capallo is off the mark. It looked like there could have been some damage there. As McNamara went crashing to the floor, luckily no one tripped over him.
Well, you know, I've talked about this before. I went to a small school where, you know, you had everyone who played football pretty much turn out for basketball. It's, you know, these small B schools. And I think it was my senior year, we actually led the league in basketball and tackles. So
let's get
at least
physical.
the first month we did. Rough transition.
Yeah. 47-26, Soap Lake up. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Noah Roberts gets his shot rejected there by Bo Nielsen. Nacarado ends up with the ball for the Lions. Drives to the hoop, dishes off to McNamara down low for two.
Nice vision, a nice pass. You know, this Christian Academy team is playing a lot more experienced than what they are. I'm very impressed.
47-28 now, Soap Lake. There's a three-point shot attempt there by Braden Winters. Off the mark. Roberts comes away with a rebound. We got a whistle and a push. It looks like that's going to go against Nick Capallo. His second foul of the game. Minute 27 to go in the third quarter, 47-28, Soap Lake. Nacarado lost control of the ball there as he went to the hoop. It gets it back. And
3-second violation there.
Kind of shows the inexperience of Moses Lake Christian Academy. We've got Walter Meese in the game for the first time now for Moses Lake Christian Academy, number 43 down here. Looks like he's going to guard Bo Nielsen.
You know, it reminds me of, back in the, early 90s, UNLV, when they had that really, really good team, won the national championship, had beat Duke by, 30 or 40 points. And the very next year, a rematch in the semis. And, of course, Duke, the only thing that they kept saying was, well, we just hope we can keep it within 20. And, of course, they ended up going on to beat UNLV. And then went on to win the national championship when no one thought they could. And I kind of got that same sense that the way the Moses Lake Christian Academy coach was kind of setting this up. Well, I hope we can just do our best.
Right.
But they've done much better than that.
Nope, they've hung around certainly here tonight. Got a big lead right now. Soap Lake does 49-28. Ben Winters missed his layup there, but it was fouled, and that had a lot to do with it. But he goes to the line for 2 shots and makes the first one. 50-28 now, Soap Lake. 23 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, Bo Nielsen's going to get a rest there. Kalachik will come in to serve as some height there for Soap Lake.
Looks like Kapala's going to take a rest too to end this quarter out. And we've got Josh Decker in for the first time for Soap Lake. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. 51-28 Eagles.
Down to 4 seconds. They've got to get it away, and they will.
And that bucket just falls off the mark there on the shot by Derek Lytle. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Soap Lake up 51-28. We've got timeout on the court, so we're going to take a commercial break, and be right back after this.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-age children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
We're back, and you're watching I-501 Sports coverage of the Soap Lake Moses Lake Christian Academy boys basketball game here at Soap Lake High School. Eagles out to their biggest lead now, 51-28. But Moses Lake Christian had hung with them for 3/4 of the ball game, and now kind of finding themselves trailing by quite a wide margin here. But no quitting.
No, and I think the difference is that Soap Lake is kind of they've been in this third quarter playing more to their strengths. They've got the ball inside a little bit more. Mistakes like that, when you're up by 23, that's what's kind of kept the Christian Academy into this game. And we've got a technical foul called on the court. I think it's going to go against Soap Lake's Dustin Foster. I could be wrong. There's a few players kind of jawing at the referee.
No, I think they're going to give that to Foster. Definitely didn't agree with it. Body language for sure showed he didn't like the call. But that's going to put Nacarado on the line for Moses Lake Christian Academy for 2 shots, but misses the first one. But yeah, no sense in that, especially with the big lead.
Yeah, he just picked up a foul, and then the technical foul. I have a feeling Coach Winters is probably going to make sure he's well rested, probably the rest of the game here.
Yep. Well, Nacarado missed both of his free throw shots, but the Lions will inbound the ball. Nacarado over to Rover on the wing. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Bounce pass down low is intercepted by Dima Kalachek, Soap Lake. There's another long distance shot by the Eagles.
Rebound by their 8th grader, Rover.
Smallest guy on the court.
Another foul by Soap Lake.
That'll be the 7th team foul.
Actually, I think that could be 8.
8. Yep. So Nacarado on the line for 1-1 for Moses Lake Christian Academy. Misses the front end, so won't get the second one. That's 3 misses in a row now by Nacarado. 51-28, Soap Lake. 7 minutes, 17 seconds to go in this ball game.
Ooh, nice idea, trying to get it inside to the big man, Kalachik.
Good defense there by Spencer McNamara for the Lions. Joe Cutchell pulls up for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Josh Decker. Puts it back and in. Bucket's going to count. And he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. 53-28, Soap Lake. Makes the free throw. 54-28. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. You know, if the Lions could just get a couple of other players to complement Alec Nacarado, you know, it could be a pretty tough ball club there.
Rover almost got himself a three-point bucket there.
Had to put everything he had into it to get it there, but
He did.
almost made her.
Watch out the next couple years for that young man.
You're going to have to try to find a uniform that'll fit him a little bit better next year.
That could be just the wind resistance from that thing alone.
He's putting forth a good effort out there tonight.
Oh, outstanding. Outstanding.
Dimachek.
Kalachik.
Yep, put back. A nice bucket there by the big man. 56-28, Soap Lake. Eagles in control of this one. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the ball game. Inexperience starting to really show up now for the Lions.
And looks like Soap Lake will have a few new players check in.
And again, that shows you, the type of coach that Ben Winters is, because there's no sense in trying to embarrass anybody. They're going to see each other again.
Oh, yeah.
And, you want to have good sportsmanship out there and convey that message to your team. And so it's good to see his subs get in.
Yeah, it starts from the top down, and that was always one of his highest priorities when he started last year. And I think when it came down, when you got into district playoffs, having that mindset really helped carry them through. And they had a really, I think they surprised a lot of people at the district level.
Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't quite get past that first state game, and because they've had a drought here in Soap Lake for a number of years.
That last bucket there by Daniel Delgado gives Soap Lake their biggest lead of the night, 30 points, up 58-28. Derek Lytle shot off the mark there for the Lions. Nice battle underneath the boards there. And that's going to be Moses Lake Christian Academy's ball. Meese a little excited about being in this ball game. He almost ran it in from the out of bounds there. There's a turnover, Soap Lake, and Moses Lake Christian Academy. Josh Decker comes away with the ball. 4 minutes, 27 seconds to go in this contest.
Ooh, nice pass inside.
Excellent pass down low by Delgado to Josh Decker, who finishes it off for a bucket. 60-28, Soap Lake. And there's a whistle going against Soap Lake. Going to be a grab called against Cameron Andrews. That's his second foul of the ball game and the 9th team foul.
Nacarado a little bit cold there from the free throw line.
Yeah, kind of off tonight for sure, both from the field and from the charity stripe. But even a hot Alec Nacarado wouldn't do much for the Lions here tonight. Nice rebound there by McNamara. Kind of put his teammate in a precarious situation there, but Nacarado gets out of it, brings the ball up court for the Academy. Pulls up for the three-pointer, and that's off the mark. And out of bounds. And you can tell that young man's a little tired out there.
Yeah. Fatigue's starting to set in.
That three-point shot is well off the mark there.
Nice backdoor pass and bucket, good.
Cameron Andrews with the 2 points. 62-28. Soap Lake, 3 minutes to go.
Well, they've been playing tight defense on Nacarado all night long. You can kind of see they're in a kind of a four-man zone with going man-to-man against Nacarado. He hasn't really had a lot of good looks.
And that shot, reverse layup by Robert, doesn't bring any iron, and it shot clock expires and turnover Lions. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 62-28, Soap Lake. Nice put back there by Delgado for his second bucket of the night. 64-28 Eagles. 2 minutes to go.
Kalachik got a piece of that one.
Yeah, and Soap Lake comes away with the ball. 1:45 to go. 64-28 Eagles.
Boy, we had a good time last Friday at Timeout Pizza with the official fan rally down there. We had two of the Seagulls there, Bob, and a couple former players, and it was wall-to-wall fans. It was absolutely, I don't know how they're going to do better this next time around, what they have in store at Timeout Pizza. It's the second week in a row that they were picked as an official fan rally point.
So can we say then at this point that Timeout Pizza is the rabbit's foot for
it must be.
the Seahawks?
Like I said, I don't know what they're going to do. To top that last Friday gathering. I'm going to wear a bulletproof vest, I think, next time around.
Yeah, I've got to watch those. I've got to watch those rallies on the replay there on the iFiber website, and it looked like you did a great job, and everybody had a good time, and looking forward to doing it again, I imagine, here in the next week or so.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if they are able to bring in some more former players. Fans, they really got their money's worth the last couple Fridays.
We've got under a minute now to go in the ball game. 66-28, Soap Lake in control of this one. Looks like they'll move to 6-0 now in league play and 12-1 on the season.
Well, you got to take your hat off, though, to the Christian Academy. That kind of determination. I mean, it was a lot tighter at halftime. What was it, a 14-point lead maybe?
14-point spread, yeah.
Yeah. And, Rober with a three-point shot. No.
Meese with the rebound. Swatted away by Kalachek. As Nakarado comes up with the ball, he's driving the hoop. Ball rolls off the rim, no good.
But yeah, you got to take your hat off to this crew here. Boy, you give this team another year of experience, and you know they're going to create some trouble in this league.
68-28 now, 40-point lead by the Eagles. 10 seconds to go in this contest, and we're pretty much wrapped up here for the night. And that will do it for our coverage here tonight. Soap Lake takes both ball games. And so be sure and tune in on Friday for our Warden. Oh, well, we're at tomorrow night. We're at Big Bend.
Big Bend, yeah.
Right, and the game starts there at 6.
Couple good games, I think, tomorrow night.
And then we're on the air again Friday for Warden County Benton basketball. So for Cody Johnson, I'm Bob Kirkpatrick reporting for iFiber One Sports. Good night, everybody.